Hello there, our dear biscuit babies, and welcome to another fine edition of Wicker Biscuit.
Welcome.
Today we've got
Gary
and
Amanda.
Carl.
And Courtney.
And I'm Ryan, and just like Janice Ian, I too learned the truth at 17. Today we're going to be celebrating the furry little balls of sunshine that bring joy, tongue kisses, and random pieces of poop into our lives. We're talking about pets.
I thought you were talking about my husband.
Oh. Well, he could be your pet, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
Now we need video because everybody should see Courtney's face just now. Video's coming, listeners, but not yet.
Not yet. Especially not today. We're not dressed for such a thing.
I was just thinking, when I was a kid, was I a pet then? Is that... I
Maybe.
think all of
Were
those...
there a lot of tongue kisses? when you were
yeah,
a
I
kid?
know. I don't know.
You know, Carl was a baby.
Yeah.
Carl was a baby.
He grew up in the city.
He was a city baby.
They're
I knew
very
he
forward.
was educated at the Horlicks.
That's true.
See?
Maybe that's where the
That's
tongue
not-
kisses came from.
Well, obviously, it's
Nah.
a whore and a lick.
That was middle school.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I made a shock face, but it looked like I was trying to give oral to my microphone. Anyway, folks.
I
Even Ruggles just joined in and went,
So,
Very appropriate for our topic. Ruggles
what's
joining
new
in.
from last time? Anybody? Anything exciting happen? I know Carl and I had a fun weekend.
We did.
What'd you do?
What'd you do?
We went to the cabin on the lake
Clear Lake in New
Oh.
Auburn.
of one of our I wouldn't say parishioners.
No, a member of our
Member
congregation.
of our congregation. We don't like to call our church because
Yeah.
it is, but
We're
it isn't.
people.
We're
Yeah.
people. So our congregation, we went on their pontoon and had dinner. It was
Ooh.
very nice and fun. And being both the youngest and definitely the poorest people there was a lot of fun.
Right.
That'll happen.
Like, where have you guys traveled?
No, seriously, what countries have you been to? I'm like,
We're talking country?
Yeah. Canada?
Oh,
and they're like,
nice.
oh, well, when I was 19 and I was in Germany, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that's really cool. Like, but it's like, I don't,
Different times.
well, and,
Yeah.
and different, like, I didn't have money to do that at 19. That's cool.
And these are some amazing people. Like, they are great mentors in your life. Like, that's what drew me to the UU was, I mean, they're academics. He's a doctor at the free clinic. Like, I mean,
That's nice.
it's just, they're salt of the earth kind of people. And so it was kind of nice. Yeah. With just pontoon
But it's-
ride and
But it's that weird imposter syndrome where, like, they'll talk to you and it's like, oh, do you not know that I am not as cool as you guys?
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
but we took both of our moms with us, which was really nice.
Oh, your moms are so cute.
Well, it's like my mom does need the socialization, and Ryan's
our
mom
pets.
could use it too. And something that's not trivia.
And my mom's gotten addicted to trivia. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, of all the addictions out there,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not that
Could
bad.
be
Could you
worse.
imagine, though, if there was a trivia night that was trivia based around the cards that she likes? What are those again?
Oh,
Animal Crossing?
Animal
yeah,
Crossing.
Animal Crossing. If there was an Animal Crossing trivia night, ooh.
Animal
speaking of addiction,
Crossing.
Animal Crossing cards, she has 12 left that she needs.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, good for
What
her.
is this Animal Crossing?
These cards are 20
It
plus
was a
years
video
old.
game in like the
Oh.
early 2000s. I mean, it still is, but there've been different versions.
Mhm.
But back in the 2000s, you get these cards that you could scan on your
Oh.
GameCube.
Yeah,
I believe.
Nintendo was very into having little side things. So there'd be collectible cards, and there's lots of collectible figurines and stuff that would go with their games.
So when you were talking about Animal Crossing, I literally thought, so earlier this summer, my friend Loretta and I, we went to this like weird holistic. Okay, I'm not like 100% bought into all this like weird.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, you're
stuff.
amongst friends.
But it usually complements the real science stuff. Like, it can.
Well,
Like,
I just thought this was all just a bunch of hoopla.
well,
But there
there's
was
that.
That's
a lady-
also true. A lot
That's
of times
also
too.
true.
There's this lady that's like, I can speak to you, like from your pet's standpoint, and just show me a picture of your pet, and I'll tell you how it feels and what spirit it is, and whatever.
What
and
are
I
those
was like,
called? Like, I feel like there's
A
an
pet
infinite.
psychic.
It is, yeah, they are pet psychics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blanche's niece,
Yeah.
not her niece on the show, but the hooker who says there's nothing wrong with being career oriented is Rue McClanahan's niece. She's a pet psychic.
Oh,
Really?
well, this lady, she travels all around. on a side note, do you mind if I tell a brief story about this hoopla convention
Go
I
for
was
it.
at?
I would love to hear it.
This was a convention?
It was, I guess, I don't know, was that some like convention center
Okay.
in Hayward?
Multiple booths?
Multiple booths.
Okay,
A
it's
lot of
convention
people
then.
selling rocks.
There's always
Okay.
rocks.
Yeah.
And there was this man, bless his heart, he was this little old feeble little man named Omar. And so my friend is going through cancer right now. So she's just looking for natural healing kind of, she's very into it and she's very knowledgeable in it. I am not. So I admit I'm a little like, about the whole situation. But anyways, this little Omar is like, would you like me to read your aura? And she's like, I would love to because it was free. And he's like, okay. And like he closes his eyes and then all of a sudden he looks up to the sky and he goes, ah, 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 ah. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And he like instantly like whips his head at me. He's like, that's how I pulsate. I'm like, what? And I am laughing. I cannot pull my shit together. And my friend was so like calm and like, tell me more. And he's like, well, I can tell that you're carrying something negative on your right side, which is where her cancer is. So she was like, yeah, I would like to have you align my chakras or whatever it is. And like I said, this little tiny old man, adorable, but he has her lay on like this rickety little old like folding picnic table in front of everybody. And the first thing he does once she lays down is he pulls out like this ratty like blanket that you'd keep maybe in your camper. Like you can tell like there's been animals nesting in it kind of deal. And he lays it across her body. And then next comes this very random pride flag that you would hang like in your front yard. And he lays that across her body. And I'm like, it looks like he literally was like, oh shoot, I forgot my
Blanket.
flag. Like,
yeah.
I'll just pull this from my flag. And he puts that across her body and then comes out with this like mildewy, smelly cowhide that has just bullshit written all over it. It's like heart of a salmon, mind of a moose, like
By your powers combined, I'm Captain Planet.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
what it sounds like.
and like he's like, okay, and he starts to like breathe in, and sure enough, he starts to do the pulsating, and he looks up at the ceiling, and and right away I start laughing again. And he's like, I'm pulsating. And like clearly I have to get away because I am affecting her,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I try to like go on to the rock booth. And all of a sudden, as I'm looking at rocks, all of a sudden I hear this, ah! And it's this man just yelling, screaming. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that was it. Just randomly through the day, you would just hear him just yell. And he just yelled and screamed and pulsated for 20 minutes for
God.
$20.
Is that where like the chakras are like getting
They're
aligned?
apparently very shocking
I don't
chakras.
know. His name is Omar.
I just think it's funny
I
that
wanna
he
meet
addressed you
Omar.
in such a way like, this is how I pulsate. Like, you arrived there thinking, I wonder how he pulsates.
Right.
This is how I pulsate.
And
I have a
then
picture of
all the
it.
other stuff that happens, he doesn't like pause to say, do you know what I'm doing here?
No.
Right, yeah. He kept you guessing.
I just
Mhm.
think
I'm
like that was
pulsating.
an incomplete tutorial on
This is how I pulsate.
Now I'm going to be thinking that when I meet new people, I wonder how they pulsate.
right?
Right? And now I want to see
Yeah,
somebody else.
forget
do
I
it.
wonder what they look like naked. I wonder how they pulsate.
I wonder how they pulsate.
Right.
I just
Thank you,
wonder what
Carl.
was happening
This
when
is
he
how I pulsate.
screamed.
Oh, you'll show me tonight.
And
Yeah.
you could hear
Okay, thank
him, like you'd be in the
I
front
think I have
part
a
of the
rainbow
hotel.
flag somewhere.
And all of a sudden you'd hear little Omar scream. And you're like, well, there's another one.
For some reason, it makes me think of years ago before she was insane. Roseanne had like a stand-up tour in the early 2000s. And there's a part at the end where she would channel the spirit realm and she would answer questions. And one of the things, like she'd say all these sassy things. She goes, "Now remember, these answers are coming through me, not from me. So you cannot be mad at me." And then one guy was like, "Roseanne, I bought these tickets for however much money. We drove, 175 miles to come to your show. And I, took my wife. Do you think I'll get lucky?" She's like, "Nope, you'll still have to fuck her."
Say what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say, I apologize for derailing this whole
No,
thing.
no, this is good. This is what I
This
wanted.
is part of the segment.
This
Yeah.
is fantastic.
I want to
What
meet
was-
Omar.
I've got a picture.
I do
I'm
too.
looking
I do
for
too.
it.
I've never wanted my chakras more aligned.
And I said, Loretta, do you feel different? She's like, oh yeah, I have
Really?
more energy. I'm like,
Okay.
Good for
All
her.
I'm pretty
Right.
sure if I laid on a table and someone screamed at me, I might have more energy too.
right?
An
Try it
anxious
later.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't do anything for me, but
No,
I did Reiki
Ryan,
once.
husband,
I didn't know what
guru.
And
it was.
in this picture, you can actually zoom in on what's written on the carcass. And okay, one is lizard dreaming vision freeze up,
What?
moose self-esteem integrity.
Moose self-esteem integrity?
Yeah,
Moose are known for their self-esteem and integrity?
apparently. They do not surrender to peer pleasure. Like,
They don't.
This looks like a hotel lobby hallway.
well, it was at a hotel.
Well, yeah, that's
like
where
in a
all the best
conference
chakra
center.
alignments happen. This hotel
Courtney,
conferences.
I feel like we need to get together and watch episodes of Penn and Teller's bullshit because I feel like a lot of what you were talking about is
Really?
like stuff that they go and
I
like.
desperately want to go to a
So
I
rock
feel
conference.
like Omar brought his wife's.
There's another one coming up in Rice Lake this weekend.
So you didn't say under
There we go.
the pride flag. It looks like he brought his wife's tablecloth.
That's the ratty old camper blanket.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if the pride flag is what he got because the chakras are supposed to
I have
be.
seen the chakras like are
Yeah,
in
it's like a
color.
rainbow.
Like
Oh,
a spectrum of some
Mhm.
sort.
So that
Yeah.
does make sense, which I didn't know initially.
Yeah.
there you go. There's the science part of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Science.
I mean,
Now that I've seen what Omar looks like, the idea of seeing him scream is kind of funny to me.
oh, that's
I wasn't
not what
picturing
I
a
was
man that
expecting.
old.
Yeah,
wasn't
I
expecting
told
a
you
man
he was
that-
little, tiny, little, old, frail little man.
But I didn't for you know how it is when you're reading a book. I didn't picture that. I just
Okay.
pictured like
Okay, that totally looks like a camper sheet.
Yeah.
Like it looks like sheets
And a
that
pride
Gary's
flag.
mom had in
Do you
their
Could you
house.
imagine though, Courtney, if we still did our jelly and we went to these events and we sold our feel good healthy jellies?
Oh my gosh.
And then one
Our
of my
true
other
snake
friends,
oil.
spiritual healing jellies.
she had
Yeah.
they gave her this little vial of stuff. Well, the lady was selling honey at one part of her stand,
Mm-hmm.
and we all had this little vial that had a cap, but my friend's was leaking, so she just like shotgunned it,
Oh.
and she's like, "That tastes like cancer. Like
Oh,
that's
God.
terrible." And I'm like, "Nowhere did she ever say that we were supposed to drink it. Like, I don't know what you just ate or
Oh.
drank or whatever."
Maybe that'll get rid of her
Maybe it was
cancer.
like some sort of oil or something.
I don't know. Actually, this was the friend that didn't have cancer. Well,
Oh, wow.
used
She
to
does
not.
now.
Wow,
The-
that's one way to transfer
the
it.
cowhide has something about a hedgehog and a frog.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
very interesting.
That's not a fierce animal. Neither of them.
No.
Well, does it really need to be fierce?
If they are going to align my chakras,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about the self-esteem moose.
you know what? I
Yes.
love moose, and also they do give me self-esteem.
I want to make some dessert called self-esteem mousse.
Like when I
Ooh,
had
like it.
when I had my first knee surgery, I got these enormous fluffy moose slippers.
Oh, that's right.
And I wore them to the hospital, and everybody knew me because I had
Nice.
fantastic slippers. And then I wore them for my second knee surgery, and they're like, "Oh my god, I remember your slippers."
You were in touch with your
remember.
earthly spirituality and you didn't even know
I do like he sounds like a dolphin.
it. Dolphin goat.
It's funny because
how I
that's my godmother. That's kind of how she laughs. She's
Oh.
like, ah.
That's how she
Well,
pulsates.
that's how we had a niece. It was before I was there around, but she would laugh like a goat.
Oh,
You'll have to
I
go.
can't say.
Write it down.
Okay,
how many nieces?
editors
do you
know
have?
this is where we
Several.
would cut it.
Yes. She was my little goat
You
baby.
could have just called her Starry. We would have gotten it.
No, fair.
It's
Okay, anyway, no,
She
that
wouldn't be
whole part
offended.
can be cut.
Omar.
Omar. Speaking of chakras, but not really, but Shakespeare.
Oh,
So there's a thing with the English language, and like I learned in a class called the English language that like
Uh-huh.
prescriptive grammar, like it's rude to correct people and blah blah. And like I agree, but like you can't help your own internal grammar from going, "Ooh, that's wrong. Ooh, that means something else. Oh, that's So this week there've been a couple examples in the media that have made me go, "Oh."
Oh.
And one of them isn't like super egregious. It's just it hits my ear a certain way, and it's like, what that sounds like you mean this, but you mean this. So there's a car commercial, and they say, timing is everything. William Shakespeare wrote this line back in 1599. And then the other guy goes, and that's more true today than it ever was. Now, they mean the saying, timing is everything, is more true than back then. But it sounds like they're saying the fact that William Shakespeare wrote it is more true now. And it's like, no, it's the same amount of true. It's still the same. It's the same amount of true. And I hear it and I go, like that saying is more true now than it ever was. Like the way it's just written, it's like, no. But this one's worse because it's a headline. It says, woman, 56, found abandoned in another baby's stroller with heartbreaking note, learns truth about her birth mom. Now, what they mean is 56 years ago, this woman was found in another baby's stroller with a note.
Right.
Oh,
But it makes it sound like this 56-year-old woman is crammed into a baby stroller with a note.
Yeah.
It's like, and like, so I'm just like, do you not have editors anymore? Is there no one who like
There are
knows
so
this
many.
shit that makes sure like, no, it needs to read this way because the way you put it makes
There's so many headlines now that I have to reread them, and I'm like, what? And then I read the article, and I'm like, oh, that's not at all what I thought
Well,
this was about.
And that's the thing. It's like, you know, our professor was really big on like, as long as you're communicating and the people can understand what you're saying, it doesn't have to be correct. And I'm like, I agree. But stuff like that, I had to read the headline 4 times to figure out what they were trying to tell me based on.
I usually don't get it until I read the thing, and then I'm like, that's not what I thought I was
Do you
going to
think
read. What is
that's,
this?
like part of the gimmick to make you read more, or like to
Maybe.
read
Sometimes
into
I
it?
think so, and then sometimes I'm like, is it just because I have a neurospicy brain and I like just like misinterpret things, and I think I read something and I
Well, 'cause
didn't.
in a weird way, like when I read something or hear something, my brain, like the words, in a way I visualize them, but not directly, but it's hard to explain. But so when it's said in a certain way, my brain sees something that's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. That can't be what you mean. My cousin had a boyfriend years ago, and he had pet rabbits. And they had like a cage, and he's like, oh, can you feed them? So she had these little chunks of lettuce, and she was tearing them apart and throwing them in the thing. And he goes, put them in their hole. She's like, I am. He's like, put them in their hole. And she's like, I don't know what you mean. He's like, you don't have to tear the lettuce. Just put it in their hole. And it's like, oh, WHOLE, like put the lettuce in without ripping it apart.
Oh,
But
they
she's
have
like, I am putting it in the hole. I don't know what you mean.
I
I'm
didn't-
still behind on that.
That's
I'm
the
still
same,
what?
like,
I didn't consider that at all.
I'd be
Yeah.
looking
thought
for a
it was-
hole somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
She's like, I am. And he's like,
well-
no, put them in their hole. Like,
Well, and then I was
am.
thinking, is he saying that they should put it directly into their mouth?
Right.
Put it in their
Right.
food hole.
Right.
I heard THEIR. You know?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the kind of
Yeah.
thing where it's like, I love structural ambiguity because it's funny. And I'll be like, oh, it could mean this. But sometimes when it's like that, it's like the article or the Shakespeare thing, it's like, ugh. Because I feel like, well, if the rule is as long as you can communicate what you're trying to say, you don't have to be correct. But it's like, but you're not communicating it. I'm confused
Mhm.
when people don't put periods or commas. And I'm like, what did you just say? I had to read it 4 times.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
One other one that really gets to me is when people use the word like substitute this for this, but they flip it. They say it backwards of what they're actually saying.
Oh.
So like if you order food and instead of a soda, you're going to get a shake. In my brain, you would say, can I substitute the shake for the soda?
Right.
Because the
Uh-huh.
shake is the substitution. But they
Right.
say, can I substitute the soda for the shake? And it's
That
like,
doesn't make sense.
that's the opposite of what you're trying to tell me.
Right.
Right.
And people understand it and they're like, yep. And they,
No.
but it's like, no, you said it wrong.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
No, I would give it. I would give them a soda, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You said you wanted a soda instead of a shake. I don't know what you're talking about."
And man,
That's
be
on
just
you.
like, take it.
I'd be very irritated.
Mhm.
I think my self-esteem would plummet.
That's where the moose comes in.
Right?
What about you, Carl? What exciting things happened to you this week?
Well, I was just thinking about like this wordplay thing. I think for me, I know a lot of people panic when they think they've said something weird and they like look at Ryan when we're in like a group.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
And I'm like, he doesn't care. Like, it's not like he's going to be angry at you.
Or I'm not going to correct you. It's unless you're saying something that's actually stupid and you say it weird, then I'll correct you because I'm just being petty.
And like,
What if you're a dick?
I more say like words silly sometimes. Like I put 2 words together.
You ever heard him say the word origin?
How do you say origin?
Origin. It says like original, but without the O. It's so
Oh.
cute.
What
And
are
I just-
your origins? Like,
what are your origins? It's like,
Okay, I love that pronunciation.
I don't
though.
think I would know what you're
but that's
saying.
totally from college. Like,
We said origins.
well, but
I'm pretty
You
sure that
did.
was from like
It sounds like a bird.
I knew someone who said like a lot of words, if
Like
she learned
American
them through
Indian
reading them,
studies.
she didn't say them correctly because she read them first and
Oh, yeah.
decided how they were pronounced.
I remember
Like
when I
you and
learned what
Bukkake.
I remember when I learned
Right.
what island, how that was pronounced. I
Was
read
it-
a whole book called The Island, but I was like
Yeah.
in first grade and I'm like, Island? I don't know what an Island is,
Well,
but
and
that's what it is.
Well, because hers was the main one she talked about was decorative.
Decorative.
And it's like, it makes sense because it's part of your
sure.
decor.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it makes sense, but it's like it's decorative.
And isn't that why they say English language is like
It's
hardest?
hardest.
Yeah.
It
to-
is.
Well,
And that's why it ticks me off when people are like, oh, it's so and so and they can't even speak English. It's like, we can't even speak English. Leave
No.
these
Right?
people alone. They just have accents.
Oh,
They're
right.
doing fine.
Yeah.
Well, and how they would pronounce it in their native language makes more sense than how we pronounce it.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to me too because I can get up and speak in front of anyone. Like
Mhm.
it's public speaking is not a problem for me. But you know, in work, like I can communicate at work, but I pretty much send the same email over and over. Like you say the same kind of similar things. But walking into helping with my 25th high school reunion this last week,
The reunion's later, but he's been helping this week.
Oh,
yeah.
See? Structural ambiguity.
See? But do y'all remember when we talked about proms?
mhm.
Yeah. Oh, very much. Captain
You would
Fancy
think,
Pants
right?
over there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the 25th reunion is not. It's going to be a shadow of that.
You can never quite capture the magic of prom.
The tough
Not in
part
this
is,
economy.
you know, we were supposed to have our 20th, and then COVID happened. So, like, that was really tough. So, a group of people still been talking since then. But the problem is, there was only talking. There wasn't like, oh,
Action.
we're going to have committee, we're going to have officer. You know, like, there should have been some basic guidelines on who's leading what. I'm going into a situation where I want to show some leadership and share some leadership. And I do know some of these relationships already. But like they were like the student government, and they were the senior guys and girls who did like all the skits and the Pud Puff game for the homecoming game, and they just did, and then the Mr. Horlick pageant, which was like our male pageant that we had.
Ooh.
Um,
Were you in it?
no,
Oh,
That's a shame.
but that's the kind of stuff. Like I'm
would've
walking into a
won.
world where I'm really the stranger, but also I'm trying to show some leadership because I'm trying to help this happen. Because, well, there's a little selfish like angle for me. I'm driving 4.5 hours to do this. So
Mhm.
like, and like we chose this specific football game to go to. I want to make sure this happens. So honestly, I would have probably planned it a little bit differently, but you know, we're having a cocktail bar, like hour at this nice hotel downtown that was just redone.
ooh.
And then we're going to our football game. And then on that Saturday, we're meeting at this like pub and grill kind of thing, which is kind of the common thing now, it seems like, versus a banquet hall, which whatever. I think most people from our scene expected banquet hall.
hmm
So for me, it's like, okay, well, having the experience of throwing our wedding together in 30 days, part of that was I did it all off a spreadsheet. So I'm like, boom, 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 boom. So, but it's tough because you're walking into these group chats and you're walking into these group posts in these event pages, and you have to say certain things, and you're trying to bring everyone in and like lift everyone up. But at the same time, you're trying to communicate like what needs to be done. So I really relied on Ryan a lot because I had to put together a Google form for like, are you coming to this event? Are you coming to this event? Are you coming to this event? And then we wanted to do t-shirts. So like, are you interested in a t-shirt? Well, by the way, trying to get screen printing done in 2 weeks, crazy,
Oh, yeah.
but possible. And it's happening.
Oh, good for you.
But for me and Ryan, like writing those questions and trying to like make them multiple choice, but also like gather the information you need, it was really tough. And like, I hope that it like conveyed enough to get people interested. And it's just tough because we live in an age where like the digital world is easy, but people, not everyone like our age has stayed so engaged with social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously we know younger people aren't.
hmm
But for us, that's the only way that really connected a lot of us. So it's like what you're trying to say has to be so perfect that there's no question.
hmm
And then today I even got a message this morning. So this was done at the end of last week. So I'm like, good, we're in good shape. Everyone's ready. Like I got people assigned to decorations, people are assigned to games, people are assigned to all the activities. And I have someone who was interested and she's like, she's concerned about the cost. And I'm like, it's kind of a la carte. Like, you can go to whichever event you want to go to. You don't have to go to all of it. But I was like, I don't know how I would have possibly said that in any setting, you know?
Mhm.
Sure.
Because that's really tough. I mean, most of the time you go to these things, you put up $100 or whatever, and you have the banquet, you have the door prizes, you have the whatever. It's just not how this one's working out. It's like, show up at this place or this place or this place. See you there. So it's been a lot of work, but I'm excited about it.
Mhm.
It was kind of nice to be able to share that. I mean, for me, I even said at one point, I'm like, I don't have a lot of wealth to contribute to this, but like, I can contribute a voice to it
Mm-hmm.
and structure to it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So Ryan,
Yes.
tell me about your puskins.
My puskins. Oh, my pets.
Yes.
Oh, you want to talk about our pets, huh?
Yes.
Well, I believe we should all discuss what pets we've had.
Oh, yeah.
And before we move on to the actual cute stories about them, we'll take a brief commercial break.
Sure.
So Carl and I have collectively had pets. Carl's had pets before me. I've never had pets until we had a pet. We had a cat named Llama, and we had a cat named Joseph, who before he was our Joseph, he was Dexter, but
Oh, that's right.
also just Kitten, and
Kitten?
also Young Jeezy.
Yes, that was.
But luckily, when we got him, we just called him Joseph,
And
Or-
then he became,
the Joe,
and then he also became,
the old man.
and he was Joe Biden.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's where
Joe
Joe
Biden.
came from.
Yeah.
He was Joe
Oh.
Meower from the
Yeah.
Twins and
Yeah.
Vice President Joe Biden, because sometimes
Yeah.
he'd nibble.
Aw.
Never hard, but just he'd be like, I love you, I love you. Arf.
That's what I
Yeah.
love about like pets, like the origin of sometimes their names and their nicknames.
Yeah.
Then we had a cat named Cringer, and then we had a cat named Gweldor, and now we have two cats named Charlie and Harry. And they're both named for Charlie and Harriet from So I Married an Axe Murderer,
Mm.
one of
Love
the
it.
best films ever to grace the silver screen.
It's funny because like I had Buster the entire I had Buster since I was
Buster's the
two.
dog.
Yeah, Buster's a dog. He was a collie, so like Lassie, but I got him at 2, so he was the pet I had the entire time. But like I think I definitely had hermit crabs at some point.
Oh.
Definitely had a parakeet or 2.
Oh,
One was named Peter. One was named Christine.
didn't everybody have one named Pete? Like my
Yeah.
grandma had 27 of them.
I think it's like because it's what they eat, like the Pete, like
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's
whatever.
my
I think it's the
grandpa.
brand.
I've never owned a bird.
Neither have I.
They're not that exciting. I don't know. They're pretty to look at, but like you got to put the thing over their cage half the time because they're squawking or chirping, and yeah. And we had a cat for like 2 seconds when I was in high school, but he was such a feisty one that we ended up bringing him out to a barn.
Oh.
But
So
Yeah.
you really did go to live on a farm?
yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that was my real first experience with cat, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I still say llama's the origin for us.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
And
I-
Llama was a cat.
Yep.
Hmm.
Llama kitten.
I love it.
People would literally ask us, does it confuse him that you named him Llama? Like as if a cat knows what a llama is or language in general.
Right.
Like, no,
Gosh.
I don't think it does.
I loved Llama
And-
Kitten.
There's actually funny stories as to why we named him that. Because there's a few.
Yeah.
At that time, there was a very popular Flash animation song called the Llama Song.
Yes.
And
Is it
we
that
still,
weird Happy Llama set?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Llama Llama Duck. So that, and like earlier that summer, we'd taken a trip, we chaperoned a camping trip with a bunch of 5th graders from Carl's elementary school. And on the bus, they would have like a scavenger hunt for like, to keep them occupied on the bus ride.
We're driving from like Racine to Plymouth, so there's like it's farms and that kind of stuff.
So they're like, I don't remember what was on the actual list, but they're like, look, there's camels. So
Hmm.
it was like a llama farm.
Oh.
Oh.
But one of the teachers, not the main teacher that we're friends with, but one of the younger teachers was like, oh, these kids, they think those are camels. Those are sheep.
Some long necked sheep.
Gosh.
So llama was kind of a thing in our heads. So when llama showed up at our doorstep, like 4 nights in a row, we're like, oh, I guess we should call animal control, which at night they just send a cop.
Yeah.
And while we were waiting for the cop, we're like, playing with the cat so it doesn't run away. And then we're like, I kind of like you. You seem so nice.
Oh.
So they're like, have you thought about adopting? We're like, well, in like the last 20 minutes, I guess so. And then he was like, well, here, I'll give you the case number. And then they have to keep them for a certain period of time in case it's someone's pet.
Okay.
Which he was declawed in the front, so he definitely was somebody's pet, but it was ours for a few years.
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm
I
always
love
such a
it.
little kitty.
He was.
So, have I ever told you guys a story about the llama and moving out to the country? When Lyle and I first moved out to where we live, which is in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
we sold hay to this little old lady that had llamas. And one day she like just tears into our driveway and she's like, I need your help. And she's just sobbing. And she's like, can you just come to my house quick? So my husband got in the car with her and she took him to her house, not really knowing what he was in for. Well, their llama was in labor.
Oh,
Oh.
And apparently the vet was there and you have to roll the llama down a hill.
what?
What?
Like the vet had his hand in the llama's cuckoo cachoo
Sure.
and the llama was in labor. So apparently if he held the baby llama in place, and then there was several people rolling this llama down a hill, it would straighten out the uterus so that she could have the llama.
Okay.
So it's like quite common.
I believe
I
you, but I've
guess.
never heard of
Oh.
that.
I just want to say during that, I thought someday we need to have a clip compilation of just all the different words Courtney has used for vagina.
Cuckoo cachoo.
Cuckoo,
Hoot
cachoo,
nanny.
hoot nanny. And then just conversations about duck vaginas.
How on earth I would never breed a llama.
Yeah, I guess it's quite common because their neck is so long that they'll twist the uterus.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So like when you're
How do
buying
they
land,
still have llamas?
you're buying land, you're like, well, I need to make sure I have some rolling hills. 'Cause
Right?
Well,
you know.
right.
I
You
think
never
about that
know.
a lot.
You
Like
know.
deer in the wild, they just have a baby and they're like, we're good.
Right.
you think by now they'd make a contraption to roll it. Like, oh, here, get it at the llama roller. You know, something.
Right.
I
It
mean,
looks like one of those old timey pencil
It
sharpeners.
does make
Sure.
you think like what other animals have to go through,
God.
you know?
Yeah.
Or Sacagawea.
Oh, man. Sacagawea.
What?
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea was leading Lewis and Clark on their expedition,
Yeah.
and then she was like, "Oh, I'm going to labor. Well, you guys go on." And then she had her
Oh.
baby and caught up with them like
Yeah.
3 days later. Like, I'm good.
Because she was the original boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
I
was
guess I
amazing.
never really knew that
She,
part
like,
of it.
While in labor, knitted it a little.
A poos.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh dear.
Now Courtney's going to use that for a vagina euphemism.
Yes. Yeah.
You can put your hand in that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's great. That's great. I love it. So that's enough
Yeah.
about rolling the llama down
What
a hill.
what pets have you had, Courtney?
Well, we have a hobby farm.
Mhm.
So we just have oodles of
Sure.
animals. My
Well, you got
mom,
to start from the beginning.
my mom, she was like a weird animal something.
She loved animals.
She did, but like almost unhealthy. Like she'd be like, we caught a mouse. We'll just, save them and I'll try to separate them the best I can. And then we'd end up with like 50 mice in aquarium, like
Oh.
cages.
Why didn't she just let them back outside?
I don't know. But she'd keep them and we'd have to feed them apples and
Were you like in town back then?
no,
Or you were in the country still?
kind of on the
So-
outskirts of town.
Yeah.
The house where your dad lives now, right?
Yeah.
So it's in town enough where there's like paved streets and stuff, and it's
Oh.
and your
Well, that's
neighbors
important.
your neighbors very close, but
Uh-huh.
it's still on the outskirts of town where it's still very country feel.
Yeah.
And you could totally have let a mouse go back outside.
Yeah.
They do come back in.
Because it's
Yeah.
still like city
Sorry.
water there. It's not like your own well, right?
No, he has his own well.
Oh, never mind. See, it's more country than I thought.
But yeah, it's just right on the outskirts of town. But she raised beetles. Like she'd find a bug outside and be like,
Why,
we'll breed those fuckers.
why didn't she just let it be outside?
Don't know that answer.
I'm very grateful that we did not have mice that your mom collected after she passed. Like the wet naps.
Yes. Yes. Fair enough. If you get a female, the answer's yes.
Right? Yeah, that would have been bad.
I can't go for much further right now because I'm just thinking about Beatles because I was thinking about like did she name them like John Paul, and then Amanda seriously led her next statement with "Let it be," and I thought really
Oh, let it be.
It's for the people.
And
Really?
I remember like my first pet was Herkimer.
Herkimer.
Yes, it was a mouse that lived in my underwear drawer, and my mom used to leave corn in it
Oh my God.
so that it would come back, and it had a yardstick that it would climb up to get into my underwear drawer.
Why did that have to be its home?
Why would she do that? Because you'd have mouse turds all over your unders.
She was sharing.
Somebody had to shit on them.
Courtney was already potty trained.
Right?
like,
Well, if you were in part of the last episode, you'd know.
She wasn't.
There's plenty of people in Courtney's family that don't care.
I mean, Ryan
just-
did lead the story with saying they shared poop, so
The shared poop.
like animals share poop.
That
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Yes. But there was always like some sort of something that she saved, whether it's turtles, frogs, tadpoles. We had it all.
I was hearing you was saying that like they share poop with each other, and I'm like, I never said that. Structural ambiguity. That's actually the theme of the episode, apparently.
But right now we do have some barn cats. We have a Newfie dog. Her name is Savona. And we have Bindi, who's adopted. And she is just like, there's no brain activity. There's nothing.
She's
there
not
at
in a
all.
coma. She's just silly.
She's adopted. Like you didn't give natural birth to the other dog.
She did.
Well, came out of my papoose. But no, and then we have a cat, and that's why I love names. We have a cat named Merkin, which I
Obviously.
named Merkin just for the benefit of
Being able to shout
Ryan.
Merkin.
Yes,
What color is
Everyone
it?
likes Merc.
it's gray.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a gray
gray
And
Merkin.
Merkin.
She's about ready to have kittens.
Oh.
Oh.
The little Merkins.
Yes. Yes. And it's fun because like we have like a little song for her. It's like Merkin, she just lives outside. She doesn't come inside. But we'd be like, oh, there's Merkin. She works hard she twerks hard for the money, and we go eat. You can't say Merkin now without she twerks hard for the money. Eat.
Yeah.
It's very important that you get to eat. But anyways, and we've also had like some little my favorite names. We had a cat that gave birth to kittens during the quarantine of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and their names were Quarantine, Quarantini, Quarantini, Quarantania, Quarantina, and Quarantoni.
I really like Quarantania. I think that needs to be a name.
Yes. And we
It
had
is.
Paul.
It
hmm So yeah, I love names.
Now, who owned Heinrich and...
Oh, that was my first cat. I stole it from the neighbor.
But there was two, right? What was the other one's name?
Well, Butch and Heinrich.
Yeah,
the
Butch.
neighbors. She was from Germany, so like she'd be like angry, like Heinrich, and it was. She was kind of creepy. She's related to us, kind of,
Cool.
but yeah, Heinrich.
She's a barn
Heinrich
human.
was around forever.
Heinrich was around forever. The neighbor ran over Butch.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
That's too bad.
hmm Tell me about your poochie.
Well, you bet. So starting out, in the very beginning, I only was allowed to have fish. It's an okay pet, but it's not a pet you could cuddle. And I always wanted a cuddling pet. But some fun names that we had. I had one, I think I named it Sam, and then there was another one I think I just called it Oscar.
Oh,
Yeah. And then later on, because this is worth mentioning, we had the bass that was named Lance Bass.
Mhm.
Yep.
that's right.
That was in hike school.
Yeah, that was in hike school.
hike school.
But then the first cuddly pet was Oreo. And Oreo was a Border Collie Springer mix. And she's been referenced on the podcast plenty of times. She's the one that had permanent ham face.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
she was a good little sweetie.
she was
and
smart.
She was around long enough where she was even alive when Seth was born.
Mhm.
And I have a picture of Seth with Oreo. Now, he was so young that there's no way he would remember. But it's still cool that I have a picture
That's
of
really
them.
I have pictures from that day too, because
Yeah.
that was the first time I fed Seth.
And then the first animal
I just
that-
imagine you breastfeed. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
I
that's
had a
fun.
bottle.
The first animal that was mine, but also I shared with Amanda, so it was ours. But like the first one, because Oreo is the family dog.
Yeah.
The first dog that I had out on my own was Maddie, and Maddie was a
Nice.
Springer.
Matter pies.
I remember Devin when he was just itty bitty. He'd go up to me.
Oh, that's one of my stories. No, I'll have no.
sorry.
You're not giving it away. You're gonna elaborate when I go into that
Oh, I
story.
love
So it's
that.
perfect.
Oh.
We're setting the audience up. So they're
Ooh.
yeah.
Anticipation.
And then there's two that don't count. One was named Audrey, and one was Ruggles 1.0.
I don't remember Audrey.
I remember Miss Audrey.
Audrey was the
Miss
Beagle
Audrey. Oh,
She was
I
And
must not have
that
ever
was
met.
the,
Well,
that was the
it
only
wasn't very
dog I
long.
ever had
we
that was
we
mine.
we got her. She was an
She was
okay
12.
dog, and then she bit Seth, and it was
She
that
was-
was
Oh.
done.
She was 12. I was the only one she liked.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. She liked Seth well enough.
So and then we had Lily, another Springer.
Lily.
And she was a rescue, so we got her when she was older, but she bonded with the family.
She was
like,
a love ball.
like when we took her to the vet, they were like, "You didn't have her since a puppy. She's so like melded to you, like I would just." And I'm like, "No, she's just a lover."
She was almost
She had a
8.
goiter.
She did.
It looked like someone blew a bubble like with their bubble gum and then stuck it to her ear.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yep. And then last but definitely not least, the one we've got now is Ruggles. And she's our podcast dog, so everybody hears her when we're recording, and there's been pictures of her on the social. And
She gives the most tongue kisses.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I know Amanda's going to overlap a lot because, we live together, so a bunch of those were co-Amandas. But Amanda, do you want to jump in?
I think he underestimates how many pets we actually had.
Okay.
And honestly, I forgot about them. Okay, so we had a lot of pets growing up, which I didn't even realize until I wrote it all down. So I don't remember this dog, but I know the story. So my sister had a puppy when I was probably like between 1 and 2, and they had to name it Ginger because that's what I thought dogs were called, because that was my grandma's dog's name.
Oh.
So I would yell Ginger at every dog. So they had to name it Ginger so it would come by me.
That's at least nice of them.
Yeah, it was very nice. And then
Does she ever call you Ginger?
no.
No,
And
Ginger.
weirdly enough, like
you can call me Ginger.
my uncle and his wife, I think, watched Ginger because we had to go to town or something, and then they gave it to her sister and wouldn't give it back. It was,
What the hell?
I know, it was really weird. So Heather didn't have her dog because some grown lady was like, "No, I'm keeping it."
It's really weird.
Wow.
I don't know, man. Our family's weird. We had a cat named Buttons. Buttons lived outside. She had a lot of babies. She went to a farm for
Okay.
real.
For real. Nah.
Yeah. We had a black lab named Smokey. That was my brother's dog. I had a rabbit that was white and it didn't have a name. And I don't know how it was mine because I never took care of it. But it
Huh.
was my rabbit.
Hmm.
But my brother took care of it. And then we had Buster, and he was our Springer Spaniel dog, and we all loved him. And he was fantastic. Somehow we ended up with 2 parakeets for a while.
I
and-
didn't know about that. Interesting.
I don't even know how long we had them, and I remember my brother saying that because I asked, like, why did we have these birds? Because I was like in 1st or 2nd grade or something, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I was a little older. And my brother's like, you wanted them. And I'm like,
What were their names?
I don't think they had names.
Oh.
We just somehow, like, one day my dad brought these birds home, and I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't like birds in my house, but apparently I said something at a pet store, and
One thing I did
We got
leave out
birds?
because they weren't real pets, but I kind of consider them my pets. When I was younger and we'd go camping, there was ducks there, and when they'd have little baby ducks, I'd go and feed them, and I felt like they were my pets. But it
get
still doesn't
that.
count, so I didn't mention them. But
No.
I kind of had birds.
Yeah, when you're in that camping
Yeah.
situation where like living there, residential, it's
I'd
different.
rather have ducks.
They were cute. But anyway, continue with your birds.
So we had 2 parakeets for a while. We had a Springer named Snickers.
I remember Snickers, so I was around by then.
Yeah, Snickers was a good girl. I had a rabbit named Pacther. Don't ask. I was in middle school. I thought it was cool. We had 2 goats for a while. I had a dog named Issa.
Now, with Issa, you actually had requested another goat, right?
Yes, I had requested a goat.
And then your dad bought Issa instead.
And then my dad said, we'll go pick up a puppy instead.
Oh.
Which I think was I think he just wanted a puppy. And then I was home for the summer, so I trained it. And then he got a great dog. And I didn't get a goat, but it was fine. Issa was a good girl. And then I had a betta fish in college, and its name was Bart the fish, not Bart the beta.
Oh.
I didn't even think of Bart the beta until
Master.
until someone.
I'm glad somebody got it. Sorry.
No, it was Bart the beta or Bart the fish.
Get it, Master Beta. Sorry.
I just like picture you in a like armchair, like looking over at your window with this betta fish and just laughing about it all the time because you named it Master.
You have to hold like one of those little sifters of like cognac, though, like in a cigar.
Just look over there, and
fancy. Like Master Beta.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it.
No, that's okay.
And then like, what if you just kept using that name over and over again? You'd say you can't stop.
Can't stop masturbating my animals.
She'll move the fish into another room and then call like it's missing. Masturbator. Everybody's like, Courtney, you know where it is. She's like, shh, I can't find him.
So Bart kept his
It was Bart the fish.
his fish like
Not the beta.
Was
Yeah.
Bart still around when I came around? I don't think
So
he
that's
was.
a little dicey because what happened was I got Bart when I was in college, and then I brought Bart home with me for the summer, and then I don't know if my nieces got attached to Bart or
Mhm,
why
yeah.
he was going to stay at my parents' house when I went back to school. But there was a time that I went home and I was looking at Bart and I'm like, that doesn't look like Bart.
Oh no.
And my mom's like, oh, yeah, Bart died. This is new Bart.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, we didn't want to tell the kids that Bart died. And I'm like, so you didn't even tell me? So I don't know if you met the original Bart or not.
No, I don't. But did you have a beta in your dorm room when we?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't
think
remember.
you did.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, no, I don't know.
I don't think that was Bart though.
No, it would have been Bart. I only had Bart
who
at the
knows
dorm.
now?
Okay.
Was
But-
anyone really Bart?
I don't know. I don't
We'll
even
never
know how
know.
many iterations of Bart they had. Because I think my mom didn't even know. She's like, I don't know. This might be the third one. And I'm like, Jesus, Mom. Why do you keep killing the fish? And then we had Harold the cat.
Harold was a good mouser.
We have no idea if Harold was a boy or girl. Harold just showed up at my parents' house and never left.
Didn't I actually name Harold?
Yes, you did, because he didn't have a name, because he just
They had him forever. Like they had him for a
Well,
while before me, but the cat never had a name, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
Harold.
Yeah, because we had Harold was a black cat, and then there was an orange cat that showed up at the same time, and I don't know if someone dumped their cats or what, but they were definitely friendly. And the orange cat disappeared, but Harold stuck around, and he used to walk on my car, on the hood of my car in the garage. So I was in high school. I was probably like a junior in high school, and I met Gary sophomore year of college. So he didn't have a name that whole time. And then Gary,
But then I came up with, I just called him Harold, and her family's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
Harold. And they all went with it.
yeah, everybody
And
knows Harold.
Harold was around for a while, so Harold knew Maddie.
Yeah, Harold. He was a good cat. He would let me.
Harold was a
old
good
man
cat.
names.
He
for
would let
pets.
me hold him and like snug. He was a good boy.
He was an outdoor cat, but he was cuddly.
He was super snuggly, and he like slept in our garage.
He was a good mouser.
Yeah, I always had little kitty prints on my car. It was cute.
Mhm.
And then we had Maddie, Ruggles number 1, Audrey, Lily, Ruggles number 2.
No. It's Ruggles 1.0 and Ruggles.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Because she is the Ruggles.
Okay,
It's not-
that's fair.
Yeah.
And then we also did have a beta named Lincoln when after Maddie had
that's
died.
Right. That's right.
Maddie died, and then we got Seth the fish.
Yep. And I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you brought up the beta that we had for just a little bit, we did have the cat named Kai for one day.
Oh yeah, I got attached to that cat.
There was a cat that randomly picked me to be its owner. I was going to work, and this cat just comes up and like, meow, meow, meow. So I'm like, hey, cat. And then he jumps on my shoulder, and he won't get off.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Gary called me. He's like, I have a shoulder on my cat. I have a cat on my shoulder. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking
So
about?
then
He's like, come to the garage.
Amanda and the cat just like instantly was like, you're my people now. And Seth named it Kai. And then Amanda and Seth took it to the Humane Association. And I was actually like, I loved that cat. It was weird because I'm not really a cat person, but we all took to it right away. But then I think somebody did come for it at the Humane Association.
That's great.
So, yeah.
I think it got adopted. Seth was pissed.
Either way, we were like, if it won't get adopted, we were
Yeah.
actually going to go back and get
I thought
it.
you all were allergic to cats.
Kai was magic.
I think they were all willing to just dose up on Claritin or
Seth
whatever.
desperately wants a cat right now.
But yeah.
Merkin's pregnant.
No,
You're
we don't
not
need that
getting a
right now.
cat.
Merkin's been twerking.
Merkin has been twerking. You
Oh,
gotta
okay.
you gotta twerk hard for the money.
Eat.
Eat.
This house had a cat in it before. I would have taken
Oh,
that
that's
cat.
right. That was a nice cat.
If they would have left the cat with the house, I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, because they still had the cat here when we did like the home tours,
Yeah.
and the cat was nice. And I'm like, so like while we're doing the tour, I'm petting the cat, and I'm like, hey, kitten.
That's
Just like
cute.
it's dependent on the animal
Yeah.
too, because sometimes like multiple dogs, I get kind of, if there's too many different types of oils.
Yeah,
and
Lily was
everything.
bad.
Yeah,
Lily was
Springers.
very
As much as
dandery.
I love, they're oily and dangerous.
Well, and they'd be fine with her, but like you brought another 2 dogs into that situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that combination like would be,
Yeah.
but
So those are all my pets
Oh,
that I can
awesome.
remember.
Well, before we get into our pet stories, let's take a quick commercial break from one of our wonderful, amazing new sponsors.
Ooh.
See you in a few.
Mom, we're hungry. Can we get some candy?
No, kids, it's so close to dinner. You don't want to spoil your appetite.
Please? We want candy. We want candy.
What am I going to do?
How often has this happened to you? Your kids want candy, but you don't want them to spoil their appetite. Or you just think your kids eat too much candy in general. Well, have we got the solution? Introducing Shittles.
Shittles?
Yes, Shittles, the poop-flavored candy that'll curb your children's candy habit faster than Carol Channing can say raspberries.
All right, kids, have some candy.
Yay!
Oh my god, these are disgusting.
Oh, I can't get the flavor out of my mouth.
Is that corn?
Would you guys like some more?
No!
No!
When's dinner?
Shittles, the cure for your kids' candy affliction. Also available, Shittles with extra corn.
made by Poopter and Gamble.
And we're back. Those
Woohoo!
sound delicious.
Mm.
Yeah.
The corn filling. Ooh,
That's your favorite part.
that's the only part for me.
Well, in all fairness, her favorite jelly was the corn jelly.
Oh,
Yes,
there you
yes,
go.
indeed.
Yeah.
All right, well, who wants to start us off with one or two silly pet stories?
Should we thumb wrestle for it?
I think we should leg wrestle, actually.
Okay, Carl, I'm gonna leg wrestle you. Ready?
Ready?
Go.
Is that a paw?
Yeah. Sorry, I was cheating and had Ruggles do it for me.
Okay.
Okay, so since I cheated, I forfeit, Carl.
Like, Buster was like the sweetest dog, so I don't have a lot of funny stories about him.
My Buster was a whore.
That's true.
Well, that's the thing with a collie. Like, they're either very ladylike or they're very gentleman, right? Like,
Yeah.
Mine was a Springer.
But we got Buster like right when I was like 2, and we got him from a high end, like that's what she did, purebred dogs. Like,
Oh,
so like,
like
I got
a
brought,
real
yeah.
fancy breeder.
It was
fancy.
really cool. Like, I was brought into this huge basement that had like really nice, like, it honestly cracked me up because it kind of looked like the play area at my like Montessori school.
Oh.
But like they were like little pens for like all the new puppies, and they just sat me down in the middle of like a pile of these puppies.
Oh my God, this is my dream.
And
Yes.
Buster hopped in my lap and stayed
Aw,
there.
Buster.
They really do pick you.
Yeah.
Like,
And yeah, he was just such a great dog. Like, I think about a lot of times I wasn't like you think like, oh, how do you like you lay on a beanbag or a big pillow when you're hanging out? Like, I used to just lay on Buster. Like,
Oh.
you know, he was always with me. Um,
Now, collies can get pretty big. Was he like a big
oh, full size. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was.
Like, would you say like around 70, 80 pounds or?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a big dog.
Hmm.
So I guess the funniest stories actually involve my dad. Because, like, my dad he worked for a tractor company at our scene, because we have a lot of tractor companies.
Mhm.
And so, blue collar worker, you know, drink a little bit too much on the weekend kind of guy. And he'd come home, be mad at the dog, let the dog out, like he was going to let the dog run away. It's a super smart collie, so he would just stand there by the door and wait for my mom to let the dog back in. And I don't know, my dad always was like, oh, the dog, like, I don't know what it was, because they picked this dog out. They like researched what dogs were good for kids, you know, so like they knew what they were getting. But so the last 2 years of my dad's life, he was in a wheelchair, and that dog did not leave my dad's side.
Aw.
And I'm like, all those years that he's like kicked you outside or, you know, been fussing about you all these years. And that dog, like, he laid at the foot of the bed the whole time, would lay right by next to his
Aw.
wheelchair. He was guarding him the whole time.
Aw.
So the funniest story is during that time, you know, this is before GoFundMe. So like you had to do the old fashioned, like,
Oh, yeah.
go to the Labor Center and like host pancake breakfasts and spaghetti
Okay.
feeds and all this other stuff to help us like
Uh-huh.
offset medical bills, which we never would have been able to because they were like millions of dollars back then in the early 90s. But we were selling like those fundraiser chocolate bars, the world's
Sure.
finest ones. Well, we had boxes and boxes of those because we'd sell them at every event and we'd sell them at school, and we were doing all this stuff. And we come home one night. That dog had taken one of those boxes and like devoured the whole thing
Oh,
Mm.
no.
on my parents' bed. So there was like melted chocolate everywhere. And that dog looked like he just like a drunk person passed out. Just OD'd on chocolate. And like, good thing he's a big dog, right? Because
Mhm,
we like
yeah.
it really could kill a dog.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but that pooch, I'll tell you what, we called the vet and they're like, well, how much do you actually eat? And we're like, maybe really only two bars, like not enough to really just make him sick. But that poor
Oh.
dog was pooping for a week. But so, so anyway, so that he ended up, my dad died when I was 12. And so Buster would have been, you know, 10 at that point already. So it was a pretty old dog at that
Mhm,
point.
Yeah.
But it was just so sweet. And, you know, it comes time to like, we're planning like the gravestone for my parents. And it's kind of weird because like my dad had been sick for so long. And you always kind of knew like, you know, it was probably going to happen sooner in life than later. And it's all this emotion. And you start looking at grave sites and, you know, it's just like everything else in life, right? Like some things are more religious, some things aren't. Some things are flowery, some things aren't. And we're like looking through the stones and we saw this design that had two collies on it.
Aw.
And we're like, we got to do that. We have to. So there's two collies on my parents'
Hmm.
gravestone,
Aw.
which is really cool because it's like, that was our family for us. You know, it was the
Mhm.
three of us always together. So, and four of us back then. But yeah, Buster actually lived till he was 14.
Wow.
So good long life.
Yeah, collies
Yeah.
have some longevity. Because
Yeah.
Oreo made it to 14.
Yeah.
Mm.
The biggest thing with them is hips.
Yep.
But you know, if you groom them and walk them and play with them, I just think if you just do the stuff that you should do with any animal, they're just wonderful animals. Like, so yeah, that really helped me like learn. Just he was so soft, and I remember when he'd go get groomed, he was such a fluff, and you're just like this horse of a dog. He's just a big fluff ball.
Now, did he have a really long snout?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
I
love
always
that.
loved that. And he was a really good like reserved kisser.
Yeah.
Like
Ruggles is not.
not yeah. no,
She's
yeah.
a lady, but she'll get in there.
Do you ever like? My cousin has a dog that like you meet dogs that have been trained not to lick.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you can
yeah.
tell they want to. And like being someone who likes when a dog licks my face, it's like it hurts me to watch them go. It's like, just do it. I won't tell on you.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
I do have to say something about the birds because
Oh, yeah.
for some reason I had birds too, like Amanda. Like
Did you mention something in passing and your parents are like, yes.
Birds.
I think Peter was like, it was a friend. So I think it's back from bowling because we actually were friends with the people that owned the bowling alley I bowled at when I was a kid. And I think they were moving and they needed to home it. And it was a beautiful bird. It was those teal parakeets.
Oh,
So it
Okay.
had the teal and then the black and white. And he was just
those
really,
are really pretty.
yeah. And it was a sweet bird. But yeah, I mean, they only last for so many years.
I can't believe we didn't name it. I love naming stuff. I don't know why I didn't
Yeah.
name those damn birds.
Well, and I named it after my imaginary friend. Like
Oh.
your imaginary
Oh.
friend's name was Peter?
Yeah.
That's
Mine was
fun.
Otse Butse and the Jordays.
See, my imaginary friends were never people I made up. They were like famous people that I wished I knew. Like I would pretend that I was hanging out with the kids from the Brady Bunch.
Oh,
Mm.
totally.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and like the mental illness of it all was like that they would be with me, and if like someone else was gonna come in the room and I didn't want them to know they were there, I would say the word "don't," and they would disappear.
Oh.
And then if I wanted them to come back, I would just say, "Come back." Like, why I had this whole like schizophrenic thing going on as like a 4-year-old.
I like
wonder,
it.
Like if your mom was somewhere like, that kid ain't right.
She never knew.
Oh, fair enough, don't.
It was
But
always
it's
in my
weird
brain.
because I feel like it's like part of me wanting to be like a performer because I would go on my swing set and sing and pretend that like, oh, the cast of Power Rangers is watching me sing this. You know, like it was just silly, but
I sang the Beach Boys a lot on the swing set.
nice.
Except I don't know all the words of anything, so it was basically just the same lyrics over and over.
Mm-hmm.
The second bird's actually the funny story.
It's funny.
Ooh.
So I don't know, 8, and I get this bird that is the other half of it was a set of lovebirds actually.
Oh.
Oh.
So gray parakeet.
Oh.
And it was my cousin's bird, but the partner had died. And apparently like for the other one to survive, you need to get them out of that same environment because they'll die of loneliness.
Oh my.
And I'm like, okay, so we took this bird. And that bird just never would stop talking. But I'm thinking, yeah, she probably misses like her, you know. So I wanted to name it Christine because that was one of my girl crushes in my whatever grade at that point.
Ooh.
And so I was like, I want to name it Christine. My mom told me I couldn't name it Christine. And then proceeded to tell me that my dad had an ex-wife that I
No.
never knew about at that point, and that I had a half brother.
Oh.
And yeah, so there was a lot going on with this bird.
Wow.
That bird didn't even last long because here's the sad story. Pretty sure that bird would not stop chirping.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure my sweet collie barked the thing to death.
Oh.
Well, Christine.
Fuck you, Christine.
That's one of the things of collies. They're barkers, and it's that herding instinct of he wants to get
Well,
them in line
yeah.
and get them. Yeah.
Effing Christine.
Yeah,
Well,
home record.
Well, it's funny because now I think
All of 'em.
Christine, that's a total name. Like that's
Yeah.
so I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm. I do like that. That was the name.
How
I just
random,
love
though.
that you had
I like that though. Yeah.
a
I mean,
whole half brother that you
I've-
didn't know about.
Good icebreaker for mom though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, by the
I
way,
had heard the Christine story about it, but I forgot about it until you just brought it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
that's a good segue.
Yeah.
Natural transition. If it ever comes up naturally, I'll bring it. I'll tell
Yeah.
them.
Well, and the thing is, I have
knew it was a
no
bird?
I mean, I don't really have a relationship with my half brother, so I've only seen him twice.
Mm.
Oh.
I saw him when I was like 10, so before my dad got sick. Because he used to work for the Humane Society in Racine.
Well, that's cool though.
So he was driving through the neighborhood one day and stopped, which I think he was like hesitant to stop, but he stopped. And then once when my dad was in the hospital, kind of the first couple years around, but then he didn't come to the funeral.
Hmm.
And I don't know, like his mom and stepdad never like would let him talk about my dad. So
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's
But-
got to be tough. Yeah.
one cute thing though, I think, is that my middle name is not after anyone, but he actually has my step grandpa, who's the grandpa I knew. So Henry. So his name's Wade Henry. And I'm so jealous because I'm like, oh, Grandpa Henry. Like, he's
Mhm.
got my grandpa's name, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if we ever reconnected, whatever. But
Nice. Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, Judy.
How about you, Courtney? You got a funny pet story for us?
Well, of course. That's my life. Is
True.
just
Yeah,
Cheese
Kids and
everywhere.
pets.
I didn't know about that mouse in the underwear drawer until right now.
We said it was
really
her
Herkimer.
Herkimer,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
the poop machine.
the poop
Yeah.
machine.
Right in my underwear drawer. She fed it there.
That's
Not right.
it's something.
Isn't that how like the plague started?
More
Yes.
or less, yeah.
But it was rats. I mean, really, what's the difference?
Couldn't you get like a situation down
A
there?
hootenanny disaster.
If there were like little mouse
Maybe
trappings
that's why
in
I'm
there?
having problems now.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh shit. So I have so many stories. So I'm just trying to like find the best ones. And
Yeah.
one of my favorite stories is when we moved out to the country, I wanted to have like a dog, like a farm dog, something just like for security. Like if I'm home alone, I just thought like a dog would be like, you know, my protector. I had all these dreams about this dog being just like, it'll encourage me to go on more walks and spend more time outside. And,
No pressure on this dog.
yeah. We adopted the dog. Her name was Natalie. They always have the dumbest names at the Humane Society.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Our present dog, Bindi, her name was Kate.
Kate.
Yeah, dumb.
That's not a dog name.
Right.
Why aren't they like pulling out like the 18th century old lady
I
names?
don't know. But dumb.
What kind of dog?
She was a Chow Chow and a Newfoundland.
Hmm.
A
And
newfie.
a Newfer. And that was our first of 4 that we've had. But we named her Massey, and she lived to be 17 years old.
Massey's
Oh,
name
I
was
loved
Natalie?
Massey.
Yeah.
She wasn't a Natalie.
Massey was a sweet, sweet dog.
She was like that, like perfect. She did live up to what my intentions were going to be. I did not walk with her though, but she
Well, that
a
was
good
your
dog.
intention.
Yeah. But she actually saved my husband from 4 Rottweilers
Oh
one
my
day.
word.
She like tore after them, and she was great with the kids. That's kind of like a newfie thing. But one of our favorite stories was Devin was probably about 8 years old, and he had this cat named Paul.
After Grandpa?
As you do.
I think so. And Paul he was like one of those like scrappy cats that would kind of go farm to farm, and every once in a while we'd let him inside, but Devin and Paul, they just loved each other so much.
Devin didn't even call Grandpa Paul Paul.
No, he didn't.
No, he called him
Grandpa.
Ouija.
Yeah. So he had to have the cat named Paul.
Yeah. So Paul
That makes sense.
and Massey, they were tighter than butt cheeks. Like Paul would like sit on top of her back and like knead her, like
Aw.
and make biscuits on her, and it was really cute until one day Paul disappeared.
Oh,
Aw.
no.
And we looked all over for Paul, and he was dead. We found him in like our egress window.
Oh,
Like,
no.
I think he like crawled down because they say like they tried to like
Yeah.
you know hide or you
Yeah.
know. So he just looked like he died peacefully down in there. So Devin, of course, very traumatized. He's crying. He's upset. So we take him to the far side of our property. And we had kind of this little mound where we had buried all of our little pets at the time. So we, we had lots of.
I'm just thinking she has a pet cemetery.
She
Yeah.
does.
We do.
Okay.
Which, ironically, my
It's not on
son-in-law,
Micmac ground though. So
my
it's okay.
son-in-law, my stepson, he married his wife on it last year.
Oh.
Ooh.
They got married on the
Because sometimes they come back.
animals.
Don't
Yeah, on the
don't have
grave.
children.
Oh, no.
You don't
Oh,
want to
they
go
had
down that
two.
road.
But anyways, so we buried Paul. It was very, it was quite the thing for my son to go through. And the next day, we're like just bebopping around the yard, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell does the dog have?
Oh, no.
It's Paul. Massey dug up the cat, And I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're like hurrying, trying to catch the dog and the cat so that we can like bury it again because
It is Pet Cemetery.
The
it
cat's
gets
real name
better.
is Church.
Oh my god.
It was gray. I have a picture of him because Devin bandaged his foot one time. But anyways, so we're like, oh my gosh, we try to hide it from Devin. Devin caught wind of the resurrection of Paul. So we had to bury him again. And this time we're like, we're going to go a little deeper, you know. We're not going to let, you know, and we make sure that the dog was nowhere to be found, like, as we're in the burials, thinking, like, maybe she wouldn't know that we buried it the same place again. But so we reburied, went through the whole traumatizing burial again. And the next day, I go to wake up Devin for school, and there's fucking Paul underneath the pine tree outside his bedroom window. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I'm like, okay, Courtney, don't pour attention to it. We're just going to get ready for school, get him on the bus, and call it a day. So we go outside, and I get him on the bus, and I'm like, okay. That night, we buried Paul again. And we buried and put a rock on top of it. So the next day, Devin's going up to this bus, and he's walking down the length of our driveway, and there's fucking Paul.
I think I'm going to say Paul and a rock.
He's laying just dead. And I'm like, oh, shit, again? And Devin looks at him, and he's like, oh, Pollywog. And he starts to cry, and he gets on the bus. And I'm like, that's it. This fucking dog and this cat, this is the end of this. So I go to the garage, and I get a shovel, and I proceed to go towards the dead cat, and the dog is onto me. And we are running. After I've got the shovel in my hand, and I've got it over my head, like trying to scare the dog away from the dead cat. And as fast as I ran, which is not fast, the dog was faster. So I'm like, finally, like, you know what? Fuck it. I've got better things to do today. Have it. So that night, we get home. Paul's nowhere to be found.
Oh my god.
So we couldn't bury it again. But that night as I'm laying in bed, all of a sudden, because Massey would sleep on the floor next to me. And all of a sudden I heard that like gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. And then you hear that. And I'm like, she's going to puke up the cat.
Oh, Lordy.
So I chased the dog outside before it yaks on the floor because I don't want to be
Clean it up. Yeah.
And I don't know. Paul disappeared. And then like a week later, we're all out having a family barbecue. And we've got the grill going. The fucking dog brings up Paul's just skin.
Oh my god.
Right up to the grill. Like, put this bitch on the Barbie. Like, it was terrible. And Devin just kept reliving this tragic death. So many burials.
Okay. So I was thinking we talked about the pet cemetery part.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, Judd Crandall says sometimes dead is better. The theme of the wedding should have been sometimes wed is better. Because it was on your pet cemetery.
Oh my gosh. And my daughter-in-law knew that's where.
She knew?
I don't think we didn't bring it up.
Oh no. Well, I hear she might listen, so now she knows.
Yeah. Oops.
It's too late now.
Hey, sometimes wed is better.
See?
Poor Paul. He was just trying to like get his
Yeah. It was.
his peace, and Massey was just like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, but bring it right up to the grill.
Do you think Massey was just like, why'd you bury my friend?
Right?
Oh,
I
maybe
don't know.
Massey knew the whole time that Paul's desires were to be cremated.
You did it wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
It's
When
like,
you
try
said
again.
you were going to go grab the shovel, I thought you were going to say, like, I went to go grab the kerosene or something.
No, I was going to pick up the dead cat because I didn't want to touch it. But then I ended up running after the dog and the dead cat with the shovel, like as a.
Yeah,
Oh God.
as one does.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have several other stories, but I just feel like it's best if somebody else wants to go and if there's time.
Yeah, I'll throw
You
some out,
know.
and if we want to go back to that, we can.
Paul's gonna be in my dreams tonight.
Oh my
Paul's gonna haunt
gosh.
everyone tonight.
That poor cat.
Devin.
That also, yes.
So-
that's a very rough age.
I want to let the listeners know a little bit more about the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so our dog Maddie. Now she had this weird thing where if you would go in her face, she would start to howl, and it was really, really cute.
Because she wanted to sing with you.
So we would do it all the
Yeah.
time. Now, listeners might be saying, what kind of weirdo, like, first when la 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 in the dog's
Oh.
face to see. If you knew the Putnams, that's what
yeah,
we
if you
do.
knew Gary's
Yeah.
family, that's what
Why would we not do that?
we do. Silly things.
We
for
do
Right.
the
silly
pets.
things. And then we one day, just going, la, 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 and then the dog, rah, 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 and we're like, oh my God.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, Carl and I still do it to each other.
We do.
Oh.
If one of us goes at all, the other goes. "Oh."
Do you remember there was that? It was like a men's choir, and they made a video where they went.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Creepy.
you sent that to me, and while I was watching it, I started going.
I love it.
So one day, it was actually at Applefest. We went up to Applefest, and Courtney had a cabin up there,
Mhm.
and Amanda and I came, and wherever we were staying, we were able to have dogs that time.
There was a hotel that.
Yep, there was a
stayed in.
hotel that could have. So we brought Maddie, and we brought Maddie over to the cabin,
Uh-huh.
and Devin was just a little guy,
Yeah.
and I thought it'd be funny to start getting to Maddie howl because I thought he would think it's really cute. So we started all going, "La, la, 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 la," and then Maddie howled, and Devin really loved it. And then the whole night he'd be like, "Let's do it again," and then Courtney, do you want to go to the next part where
I don't know what the next part is.
you like the next week you were at
Oh,
your house and
yes.
he was doing it to your cats?
Yes, he'd like grab probably Paul. And he had to like grab like do you remember like he wouldn't just do it at Maddie. He would like grab her like her face and
Yeah.
just gently like right up to her nose.
Right, but she was a sweetie and she
So
loved it.
just
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
And he was gentle. He wasn't like he was
She loved
She loved kids.
kids. Like
Mhm.
her tail would just start wagging when there was little kids around. She loved it. There was another little kid that came over once that just loved Maddie and Maddie loved her, but she was like not deathly, but she was very allergic. So the whole time her eyes are puffy, but she's not giving up. She's still petting
Oh.
Maddie and
I'm like, who are these children that were by our dog? Because I don't recall.
well, no worries. But yeah,
I do remember that.
so that's a good story.
Yeah. Maddie, there's a lot of good stories about Maddie.
Yeah.
She was like our soul dog. And I remember we were in Seth's bedroom and she farted, but it made a noise. And it was like the first time I had ever heard a dog make a fart noise, but she like whipped around and like looked at her butt like, what was that? And like looked so betrayed. And she was so confused, but it was so funny. But yeah, so Maddie, she ate a lot of stuff that she shouldn't have eaten.
That's true. I think we had a Girl Scout problem with her.
Oh my
right?
God, yeah, she ate an entire box of Girl Scout cookies. There were other boxes, but she had some restraint and she did not open those. She only ate the one that was open.
What kind was it?
I don't remember.
Speaking of
But
opening,
she
though,
was really good at opening
were you going to
stuff.
talk about the
You
open? Okay, so I just didn't want to step on your
No,
toes
that's
here.
fine.
She was amazing at opening up packages. There was one time we left some food in the car, not thinking about it, and it was a kid's meal. She had opened the kids' meals box without tearing any of it, pulled
Aw.
out the cheeseburger, and unwrapped it perfectly. No
She was
bite marks
really gentle.
in it.
She was.
Right, she had soft mouth. Yeah.
Like it literally, like we were like, when did Seth eat this? And we're like, Seth couldn't have eaten this.
right?
Oh my God, Maddie ate it.
Yeah.
But you
no,
never know.
no torn anything in the packaging. She perfectly opened it and unwrapped it.
Yeah. And when she would get in trouble, we would put her in the bathroom. She would have time out. And she knew that that's where she needed to go when she was sassy. And she wasn't sassy very often, but like when she was older and we had Seth, she was still really good, but she didn't care as much. So there was one day that Gary was making hamburgers and she like hopped up and just like took one off the counter right next to him.
Which was not like her.
No.
at all.
And she just like took it and then she's like eating it as she's walking to the bathroom to go put herself on timeout. She's like, yeah, I know. Whatever.
It was worth it.
It's fine. You guys aren't going to do anything. But yeah, she did that. And then Lily, our other Springer, Lily was like the sweetest girl. Like she was old when we got her, but she could not have a dog bed for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, so when we got her, we were living in our other house and I got her a dog bed. And she was almost 8 when we got her. So she's got like some quirks that we don't know about. But she like humped the shit out of this dog bed and then pissed all over it.
Dang.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She was twerking.
That
She
was,
was.
it
She
was like she never humped anything but just a dog bed. So then I'm like, okay, well, I guess she can't have a dog bed.
Well,
'cause-
we washed it
and she did it again.
and we thought it was a fluke.
no.
Nope.
Yeah. So then we're like, okay, she can't have a dog
Because
bed.
I think I theorized maybe somebody like at Petco, their
Right.
dog had laid in it, so she smelt the other dog. Well,
Yeah.
we washed it
Yep.
and she did it again.
Yeah.
They're
So-
kind of smooth usually. I wonder if there's something that like
I don't know.
I don't know.
But then we moved to this house. And one, she really didn't like our old house because as soon as we moved here, like she took a dump downstairs to market. That's the only time she ever did it. And then she wouldn't go back in the old house as we were
Yeah.
moving.
Because at the old house, when she was mad at us, she would poop.
Oh,
She would poop.
Buster did that every once in a while.
She would poop
Yeah.
downstairs
But she didn't do it.
if she was
she didn't
mad.
do it once in this house.
No.
Huh.
She would poop in the basement if she were mad at us. Like sometimes she would like, I swear to God, she'd hold on to like a little nugget of it. Like, because I would take her for a walk in the
Like I
morning.
said in my intro.
And then if she just like, she didn't have enough time in the morning, she would poop upstairs. But if it was downstairs, it was because she was pissed.
Yep.
It's very weird. But I thought when we got our new house, like, oh, let's try the dog bed situation because she's older.
Yeah.
It's a new house. I made sure I washed it beforehand. No, same thing. Humped the shit out of it, pissed all over.
Yep.
Never
wonder if
humped
she-
anything
I
else.
wonder if she's like spade laid or something.
I don't know.
No idea.
Hmm.
But
Huh.
it's the only thing she would ever hump. Dog beds. She couldn't have one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Super weird. But she was a sweet girl.
Yeah, that was like the only
She was just
like really
horny.
weird quirk.
Yeah, she was just horned up for dog beds. But
Horned
it
up for
was
dog
it
beds.
was just like the peeing part afterward though, because it's
Yeah,
like
just,
I conquered
just
you.
hump, and then just pissed on it and like take that.
I imagine you're just looking
Again,
right in the eye.
We at Wicker Biscuit do not king shit.
That's true.
Even
Right?
if it's a
Maybe
dog.
she had a German neighbor.
Oh, it was. She's an interesting girl.
Yeah.
Cute. I'm actually not going to tell a story about our pets. I have one about my mom's pet.
Oh.
So my brother and his then girlfriend were kind of pet collectors, if you will. So they had too many pets. And at one point he got this puppy. And so it was his puppy, little Nova. And I was
Oh,
so
Miss
excited
Nova.
because she was so tiny. And I could hold her in one
Is that
hand,
the little white one?
white and brown,
Okay.
or little caramel sundae.
Yeah.
I also call her Freckle Belly.
Ooh.
Mm.
And it was kind of like gradual, but whatever, but it became my mom's dog, and
Okay.
my mom was not unhappy about it because it's like her little buddy,
Mm.
and she's still around and kicking, but she has a few less teeth. But she, like, I don't know, just instantly loved me, and I always joke it's because she loves my mom, but she really loves Ben, and she knows that Ben and I share DNA. So between me and Ben and Nate, like, those are her 3 favorite guys.
Well, plus she used to lay on grandma.
There's a thing she does where if you're petting her on the floor or whatever, she will wrap her upper paws around your forearm and then kind of hump the air. Because despite being a girl dog, she's a humper.
Oh yeah.
But she doesn't make contact. She just kind of does this.
Goes through the
And I always say, like, in my head, I go, it's like she loves you so much. She's like, I wish I could make babies with you. I love you so much. Our kids would be wonderful. So I hadn't seen her in quite a long time. And I went over to my mom's house and I sit in a chair and she hops up and like instantly starts rubbing up on my arm. My mom goes, she hasn't done that in months. And I'm like, because she loves me.
Yep.
We actually had a dog that did that, and the lady that our little dog trainer lady, she's like, they're trying to assert their dominance.
Yep.
It doesn't work.
That dog wanted you to be its bitch.
But she only does it to the dudes.
Huh.
She loves so much. One time when she was a little younger, she didn't have a huge problem with peeing, but her thing is she gets excited. Like you come over and she's like, oh, you're here, and a little bit of pee comes out.
I do that too.
But one time I was sitting at my grandma's house because she was at my grandma's a lot, and she's kind of playing around, and I don't know if she wanted to come up on my lap, but I was doing something. I'm like, Nova, you have to wait. I'm not kidding you. She like popped a squat, pissed on my leg, and walked away. Like two little drops. And then she's just like, fine. And I'm like, she just peed on me, like on purpose.
Nice.
Sassy.
Anytime she'd clean herself, my brother would be like, oh, look, she's licking her bean. And my mom would be like, I hate when you say that.
Licking the bean.
She's such a snuggle puss, though. She loves to cuddle.
Oh.
But yes, she would always sit by my grandma during the day. Because the last couple years my grandma was around, my mom and my aunt was like 24-hour care. So between the two of them, but Nova was always there. And after grandma passed, anytime that my mom would bring Nova over, she would like look for grandma. It was like so cute. She'd like go to the back of the house and then look at me like, what?
What the hell?
Yeah.
It was very cute. She's a sweetheart
Mm.
and a sass.
If I can, you just reminded me that Ruggles did something like that. So when we got Ruggles, we still had Lily, and Lily was around to kind of be almost a little mom figure to Ruggs. And you could tell Rug kind of knew what was going on when it was the last days for Lily. And she was just really, really weird and just not herself after Lily passed. And you could tell that she knew something. And then after a week went, she was better, and you could tell that she got over it. But about a year, or maybe 2 years later, I had my phone broadcasting up on the TV because I was showing something. And I went through a picture, and whenever Ruggles sees animals on TV, she gets up and roars. But the animal that came up was Lily, and she went to roar, and then she paused like, I know you. And she just looked at her, and her tail was just kind of, and she was just like, hi. And it was, she remembered her. It was so crazy. It was sweet.
She roars at pictures of herself.
That's cute.
Have you ever seen, there's like a video of like a cat meowing on like a computer screen, and then there's a real cat who's like hearing it and getting distressed, like, oh, this cat's in trouble. And the cat keeps like walking behind the monitor, like, well, where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? It's so cute.
Ruggles kind of follows the animals on the screen. So like if it's going, because she wants to herd them.
Yeah. Like if a horse is running off screen, she'll go
She
to that
goes to
side
that
of the TV.
spot.
Like,
And then is looking all over, like, where did it go? I gotta get it.
I think with cats, like for us, we think about one like distinct memory of them. Because like Llama, we had so long ago now. It was our first cat together. He was a head sleeper on her, we would call them.
okay,
Aw.
sure.
So like he'd wrap himself around your head. Joseph.
Joseph was like, so when Joe belonged to our then friend, he's like, oh, you're laying down, I want to lay on you. Oh, you're on the couch, I want to sit on your lap. And she was always like, get off me, you big jerk. And it's like, then don't have a pet
Aw.
if you don't want them on you. Because
Yeah.
like sometimes they're going to be on you. But with him, it was so like he just loved to be on you and like cuddling with you. And so, but like he also understood space. So if you'd be like, okay, go move, he'd go like lay, like if I was laying on the couch on my back, after a while I'd be like, can you move? And he'd go lay like between my legs. So not really on me, but it was like, we're still
Oh,
close.
and he was such a big cat. Because he was like a tabby Maine Coon mix.
It was so cute.
Oh, yes. So one night,
Oh my gosh.
we came home. We'd been out.
No, I came home from work.
Oh, Ryan came home from work. And I don't know how you found him. Was he like...
In the closet. Like the door wasn't shut, but he had gone in the closet. And I was like, what's wrong, buddy? And he had like blood on his like
And like
bib
drool
and
and
drool, like all this like slimy drool. And I'm like, I do not know what happened to you. No, I take that back. The blood was on his paw, and the drool was all over his bib.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, like, did he get stuck in the bedroom and he was trying to claw his way out? Like, I was so freaked out. Like, what happened to you? And Carl got home, and I was telling him, like, I don't know what happened. He cleaned his paw off. He cleaned his chest. He seems fine now, but I don't know what happened.
And we called the vet, and like you
You
checked.
didn't call the vet till after
Oh, okay.
we found the tooth. He had pulled out one of his eye teeth.
Oh my god.
Now, mind you, he had really bad breath the whole time we had him. And it was one of those things where it's like, she got him from the shelter. We had him for a long time. We never took him to the vet because in our minds, we were afraid. What if we bring him and they're like, well, this isn't your pet. We're going to take it away from you. Like, we were afraid of that for a long time, which...
In the relative scheme of things, it was only like a year.
But it was still like, they were like,
forever.
we would never do that to people. Like, well,
Yeah.
I didn't know because Ellen
Right.
had that horror story about she
Right.
gave someone a pet
Yeah.
and the...
Well, Amanda just had one where somebody was dog sitting and then kept it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
It's a relative.
Yeah, that's true. So, they were like, well, he should be fine, whatever. But after he pulled that tooth out, his breath wasn't as bad.
Oh,
that's good.
So he
was
just needed to
something.
get
He was his
that
own
out of there.
dentist.
Yeah,
I know,
I
we're
still have
like,
the tooth.
Way to
This-
go,
this-
Joseph.
That dude just like pulled out his own.
Well, the
tooth.
thing is, I found the tooth like later that night. So I don't know if or maybe the next day even. So I don't know if he swallowed it and puked it up or pooped it out or what. But like it wasn't on the floor in the kitchen that night.
And like cat's plate, it's a plate, so it's like part of. So it's like not in a socket. So
Oh.
yeah, so it's
Huh.
like he really broke a piece of his bone off.
Wow.
Jeez.
That must have been
Oh.
awful for
Now I
him.
want to see that.
Oh, it's pretty crazy.
The tooth, it's
Toothy
pretty
tooth.
long.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
it's like when
Well,
Gary
he's a
got
Maine
his
Coon,
wisdom
so-
teeth out
Oh, yeah.
and brought them to school, but
Yeah,
the play
I
and
did.
showed us. It was like, oh my god, I didn't know roots went that deep.
Yeah.
Cringer was a total alley cat. We didn't know, but
First night we had him, we wake up. Our loaf of bread has a huge hole in the bag, and there's just chunks of bread everywhere, and all the shoes on our shoe rack are on the floor.
we
Aw.
called him our perch because he would always hop on top of the TV we had in the kitchen. Like we had one of those VCR or DVD combo, like small 13-inch TVs.
Oh yeah.
Which we
Yeah.
also got from Grace.
But that's where he'd like just
Hop up there and be like, hello, let me head smash into you.
Oh.
We also called him the scavenger
he was the scavenger.
because of the food thing. Because he was the first cat I ever had that wanted to eat people food. It was
Oh.
not something I was used to.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I've always had dogs and they love the human food.
Of course, he's the one that ran away,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the only animal I've ever had run away. So I was devastated because I came home from the
Aw.
gym, like opened the door, and he just booked.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, we're like, I think he was sick. And he was like, I got to get out of here so I don't die in front of these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But mine just kept coming back.
yeah. Gosh, then we got Gwildor, and
He was so tiny.
oh, we
He
got
was
him
our
at-
first kitten.
Yeah, we got him at
Aw.
12 weeks. That first year they did diagnose him with a heart murmur, so we
The
kind
fact
of
that we had him as long as we did is good.
Yeah.
But
we kind of always knew, but he was such a sweetheart. Like
Yeah.
he had so cats usually don't keep their blue eyes, and when they do, they actually have some sight issues.
the weird part is though,
So-
he always seemed to have trouble with his eyes. Like he always like would like look above things and like. But once we got the other two, and we had the three of them together, his eyes seemed to get better. He didn't seem to have that same issue anymore.
Yeah.
They were guide
Um,
cats.
It might have been.
Oh.
Oh, and he was such a sweet. I mean, when he was a little, he was crazy.
Oh.
He would like
Oh.
attack Joe and Cringer, like jump off the couch onto them. Like he was such a little brother. But then when he was the big brother, he was like tolerant of all their crap. And it's like, see,
Oh.
full circle.
Good for him.
Charlie's just he's just a lover. Like
At least twice a night, most nights, he wakes me up needing me. And what he wants me to do is walk him to the food dish and he'll be like, oh, food. Now, mind you, I don't put any food in it. He knows where it is. He just wants me to bring him there. Like, Mom, feed me. Feed me, Mom.
and Harry's usually on my lap, and he's the one of our cats that has the 3 legs. And which thank you for the t-shirt again. I get compliments every time I wear it.
Nice.
And it's funny because he is so vocal now. Like you get home and he just meows.
He
meows,
wants you to
meows.
pet his face.
Like
He just sits there and
Aw.
just meows at you until you do it. Because my mom, when she comes over, we call her Grandma Scritches because she always.
Oh.
and she's got the nails but the cutest thing he does, and I feel so bad, we call it the phantom itch.
Oh.
Because he tries to like
yeah.
stretch
It's
his ear
with the leg that isn't there anymore. And it's
I
like,
get it.
oh, let me get that for you, buddy.
and he's got like enough of a hip that it moves. So I'm like, come here, baby, we got it.
Oh.
But
Oh, sad.
they're just so cute. They always have like their own little things.
quirks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's funny when people say like, oh, cats run the house and dogs are so silly, whatever. But I don't know, like they're just great. They're smart animals.
I would say when it comes to those, they all have their own personalities.
Yeah.
I've seen dogs that act more cat-esque. I've seen the reverse too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my thing is, you hear stories about people's pets, and someone will go, your cat is spoiled, or your dog is spoiled. And I go, spoiled, or we treat our pets the way you're supposed to treat pets,
Yeah.
and y'all are just mean to your animals.
Well,
You know?
maybe.
But imagine like how much time has changed having a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we first bought the house, like our little farm, you had a farm dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't always inside. It would spend the night out and come in if it was raining or whatever. And now you left your dog outside. You know.
Well, and like that's
Yeah.
the thing too. Like I understand the difference between like this is our farm dog and this is like our family
Uh-huh.
dog. Like, because my aunt had barn cats and like they
Yeah.
didn't go in the house. They just
Mhm.
walked around and ate and puked up bugs all the time.
Yeah.
We're swimming in her above ground pool and all of a sudden the cat's like, "Ugh, ugh." I'm like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden pukes and I'm like, that is a bunch of grasshoppers. That's so gross.
My
Gross.
stepdad had hunting dogs. He always had chocolate labs. And when my mom and Bob started dating, he had gotten this little puppy because like he was going to start training him. And Buck was the big female he had, but she was kind of in her later years. But he always kept her outside on the property. Like she had dog house and everything. She wasn't an
Mhm.
inside dog. But the problem was he was working a full-time job. Plus he was a part-time paramedic.
Mm.
So he didn't have a
Mm.
lot of time to like take care of the dog. Well, so a lot of times he'd leave the dog up by me because like my mom was going back and forth between houses. So it'd be me, Rusty, the chocolate lab, and Buster. Well, Buster's a house dog. So
Mhm.
like Rusty learned how to be a house dog. And it was so funny because Bob's like, I'm never going to be able to train him now.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you're not.
No.
Oh, and he was such a sweetie pie. He would light up every time he saw Ryan. Like
Aw.
he
Yeah.
was
He
so
would do this thing where he would like hop.
Aw.
And
He's chocolate. He's all muscle.
we referred to it as, because one time Carl tried to say Rusty has the attention span of ... And all he said was, yeah, runchin'. So that was called runching.
Oh, I want to runchin when you.
So
come
then we just
over.
called him Runchin.
Aw.
Oh, that's cute.
I think I am gonna runchin when you come over from here on out.
Speaking of coming over, I think unless anyone has another brief story to tell, we could runchin' ourselves on out
Well,
of here.
I didn't get any of the other dogs, so I'm gonna make this really
Oh,
quick.
sure.
I just want, because this is gonna make Ryan happy. With Oreo, one of the great stories of Oreo is Ryan and I one time Ryan was over, my family was gone. We stayed up late watching scary movies all night, and then
Specifically Psycho 2 and 3.
yes,
Like the sleepovers that never really have that much sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So then we go to bed. We're in the same room. We were actually in my parents' room because they had blackout curtains, and
Nice.
and we stayed up all night.
And a
so
big
it was
bed.
morning.
Yeah.
And then Oreo lets out this burp, and it didn't sound like a dog burp. We don't know.
It was just like
weird.
it was like the weirdest.
And after watching Psycho, we both freaked out, and we're like, "What the?"
Well, I think
fuck
part of
is
it too was
that?"
like being not in like I wasn't in my own bed. Gary wasn't in his own bed. It was like we were in this different situation. It was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yep. And then so that was just a memory that we cherish.
I
of
love
course.
that one.
And then then Ruggles. I mean, I don't really need to tell much about Ruggles because the audience kind of knows about her. She's just a cheese loving hound, and
And when she gets bored, if she has the opportunity to get out of our gate, she will take it.
True story.
oh yeah, And-
And she tries to find people.
yeah, she will find people in our neighborhood that are outside having fun, and she will bring them back to our house.
Aw.
She'll be like, "Hey, follow me,"
Yeah.
and they'll follow her. And then, like, so I had these kids come to the door, and they're like, "I'm like, that's my dog." I don't know how the hell she got out of the gate that day, and we're like, And she didn't have her collar on, so I'm like, how did you know what house? And they're like, she led us here. I'm like, you herding son of a bitch.
It's my dad's ghost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Letting the dog out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw those out quick. But otherwise, yeah, we can get scooting.
Yeah, this week she brought new neighbors over because Seth mowed the lawn and left the gate open. And I went to look for her. I'm like, where the hell did she go? And then I was going to leave. And then there's the neighbors with their 2 daughters with Ruggles on a leash come in. I'm like, that's my dog. And they're like, we thought maybe that was, she was on the other side of the doodles. She was just sitting on the sidewalk staring at us by her. I'm like,
Yeah.
were they the first people you found? It's like, hey, come on over.
Yeah.
I know it's late, but I just wanted to end this one on, I know Ryan probably has some other things, but I found the story recently.
Oh, okay.
And I actually did a little research into it, and it is 100% true. The Aalborg Zoo in Denmark, I believe.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys have heard about this?
Well, I have. But
Yeah, I've actually, I know where you're going.
Yeah, that they're taking unwanted pets to feed to their zoo animals, so that the zoo animals can experience chewing bones and fur and
Yeah, so the
Mm.
headline was kind of like you had to go deep into the article, and it was like more so if your pet was like at end of life kind of thing.
Well,
Was
there
it like
was
dying with dignity? Like how they-
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But how they worded it, the headline was like unwanted.
Well, it's funny because it says, like, this is the actual website. So if you have a horse that needs to leave,
Oh,
It
jeez.
needs to leave.
we're happy to receive it.
That's what I mean. Like,
It needs to leave.
and maybe it's like the Danish English, like
Maybe.
Yeah.
We provide fast euthanization by trained staff. And you can be there every step of the way if you
Oh
wish.
my god, that's horrifying.
Well, but so they euthanize it before they feed it to the animal?
Yes.
Yes.
That's nice.
Oh, thank God.
That's
I thought they
nice.
were going to just watch their, like, beloved horse,
Aw.
like, being chased after by a lion.
Well, we don't know that answer. No, I'm kidding. But it is kind of funny because, like, it has criteria. The horse must be a maximum of so big. The horse must be a sound animal welfare condition for transport and not have been treated for illness in the last
Mm.
30 days.
That's fair.
The horse must have a horse passport.
Of course.
What the hell's a horse passport?
I don't know that answer.
A
I wonder if
horse
it's
has
like
a
an
passport,
EU
of course,
thing.
Of course. What now?
I wonder if it's an EU thing, like
Oh, sure.
livestock between
Oh.
Yeah.
borders.
It will be euthanized by trained staff and then slaughtered.
Okay, so I thought they were, like, being punny, and the trained staff were the animals.
Oh,
And we were
sure.
just sticking in, like, old decrepit horses and watching these, like, wild animals take them down.
But it gets a little funnier too. It says the zoo receives the horse as a donation, but as the owner of the horse, you can obtain a tax deduction for the value of the horse.
Oh, sure.
Fair.
All you need to do is provide your social security number.
Do they
And a
have those?
CV
Oh, well, my
number.
grandma's not doing it. I don't give that information.
They pay per kilogram. If you do not wish to provide a social security number for the tax deduction, we'll still take it.
Of course.
You know, but
I do remember when that first came out, and it was very like, you just want me to bring my dog?
right?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
I wouldn't want
Eaten by
that.
like a tiger?
Okay, for some
Uh-huh.
reason, I was thinking of hedgehogs.
It does say that
Why?
Oh,
I don't know.
I think they mentioned.
it says we also welcome small pets such as chickens, rabbits, guinea pigs. But they have a freakish obsession with horses.
Well,
it's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, if you don't,
Weird.
IKEA will just put them in their meatballs.
I would eat it.
It is. I think there's the unsettling thing of the end for people.
Yeah.
And I think Europeans have such a different concept of it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
they've
fair.
been around a lot longer.
Yeah.
They've had more experience with death.
Yeah. Because I mean, even like on the human
Generationally.
side of things, they just handle it differently.
Uh-huh.
front line of a couple of world
But-
wars.
I do love that you shared that though, because there is things that like are shocking.
And it is funny how just outward they are on their site.
Yeah.
Like, come listen
Right.
and learn about the penguins. And we have a bizarre interest for horses.
Honestly, like, I feel like it's... Because
And
I
then
bet it's expensive
It's a
to
win-win.
try
There's
to...
a tiger eating an animal.
Well, I bet it's
That was
expensive
donated?
to try to dispose of a horse.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Well, that's true.
Because
I
it
mean,
takes up a lot of space.
It's not really in the food market.
You can't,
Like,
I feel like horse
I-
owners probably do get rid of their horses like at end of life, like much more, like, because I always, like on Facebook, like you'll see things of like, oh, I have this 17-year-old horse that
Mhm.
someone can buy. And I'm always like, how do you just get rid of a horse after 17 years? But
Well,
like they do.
We had
'cause-
somebody give us a horse, and its name was Pete. And
of course.
they're always named. There's something named Pete, but he was like supposedly like mistreated and neglected, and they needed a place because whoever took this animal in to take better care of it, they're like, oh, but we're moving and we don't have enough farmland and whatever. Can you please take the horse? Well, we know nothing about horses,
They
but
just,
we fed it.
horses are
and-
willy-nilly. They just like,
And then after
It's a
it died,
commodity.
Massey kept digging it up.
Yeah.
The horse.
It's
Can you
all-
imagine this giant carcass? Just like,
why do you have a moose? Well, it's the self-esteem moose.
Yes.
And I had a really sad horse.
It always had its wang out.
Oh, I
that
mean,
grosses me out.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I think that says more about you than though. No, I'm kidding.
I
Horses
wanted.
have
I
horse
remember reading the
beans.
article, and I wanted something more out of it. Like, I was thinking, like, is there more of like a scientific reason? Is there like these animals? I think they did mention like the animals get more of a natural.
yeah, to
kind of
experience
prey.
the yeah.
And I was that's what I was hoping when I was reading it. But it is interesting.
Well, I feel a lot better knowing that they don't just put live horses in there and then let you watch.
So when I had heard about it, I didn't hear that much detail. So I was thinking it was more like dogs and stuff. So I'm actually glad that you brought it up.
Well,
and-
don't you think like I thought cartoony, like, oh, bring the guinea pig, and like there's like 10 kids bringing cages. Like,
Yeah.
It says
time-
you can only donate 4 pets at a time.
just chuck over this guinea pig. Here you go.
4 per
Who
person.
has 4 pets to donate at a time?
Well,
Do they hate their children? Like, you guys don't
I
take care
mean,
of these. Let's go.
That is a good one. I mean,
Oh,
I'm gonna take your
yeah.
pet to the zoo.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh,
There's going to be
man.
an uptick in the need for mental health care for children in that
well,
country.
remember there was that one when we did the Valentine's episode, and how like you could pay the zoo
Oh,
to name like a critter after your ex, and
That
then
was
they
like-
would feed it.
There was
to-
like
that's
crickets or
right.
something,
Yeah.
though, right? It was like bugs, wasn't it?
yeah.
I don't
Well,
remember
I mean,
what it
Or
was.
I
like
think
mice.
Or
it would
mice,
be
yeah.
very
I think it was-
effective
like
as a
snake
horse.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I thought it was just
Maybe they
cricket
could
thing.
name like
Maybe it
the
was
horse
crickets.
penis.
Bugs or mice,
after-
either way. It was
um,
it was little small animals that.
Yeah.
I
you know.
would like a male horse, and you name your horse penis after someone who's a real dick.
Interesting.
Palmist is calling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, kids,
Yes.
thank you for all your contributions tonight. And
Thank
thank you
you.
to Shittles for sponsoring
Oh,
this
yeah.
wonderful
Oh
episode.
shittles.
Shittles, best snack
Plus
for kids.
the good folks down at where was it again, Carl?
Poopter and Gamble.
Poopter and Gamble.
Nice. Yes.
They are
good
always
people.
innovating.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not sure if the Gamble's related to the other one, but
Either way.
Well, it's a gamble on the poopters.
That's
Right.
true.
That's right.
that's also true.
Pooped her. I hardly even know her. Well, we will see you all next time. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and hopefully you will snuggle your pets tonight. If you have any.
Mm.
And if not, snuggle your pillow.
Oh.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Wicker Biscuit, a Podcast Ahoy production. The writers and producers of Wicker Biscuit are Courtney Holub, Ryan LeMay, and Gary Putnam. Recording and editing is done by Gary Putnam. Check out our social media for updates on upcoming pods and for clips and other media referenced in this episode. Links and information can be found in the episode notes. Thanks again from everyone at the Wicker Biscuit family.